of my stitchy, dotty, crafty family. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are going to be doing my monthly Flosstube, so I will be going over everything that I worked on in the month of February, which was a short month. Yet I seem to have an awful lot of projects, more than I realized. We'll be going over both counted and stamped. We're going to start with stamped, I believe. I'll show you my stash. I don't have much, just a couple of things, but one of them is kind of extra exciting. It's kind of like a mini unboxing. And we're going to be going over my plans for March, including my Whip Go polls and little changes to the channel, nothing big, but we'll go over that a little bit later. I have this lighting turned down a little bit, so give me just a minute. I think I'm going to see if it gets a little bit brighter. I'm in, of course, my spare room. I have a window, but it's like right there, so I don't get the full light. So one second. I had turned it down so it wouldn't be so bright, but now it's not bright enough, so. All right, everybody. Okay, I feel like a hot mess today, but, you know, I feel like I say that every time, so I guess I'm just a hot mess. It is, as I'm filming, it is actually Saturday the 28th, and this video has to be filmed, edited, and posted for tomorrow morning for 7 a.m. release my time here on the California West Coast time. So I'm a little pressed for time today. We had to go run errands already this morning. It's like already almost 1:15. We're just now getting back. So yeah, it's already been a day. It's hot. Oh my gosh. I know I'm in California, but come on. This is still February 28th today. Last day of February, don't care. It is like 90 plus degrees outside. I don't remember it ever being 90 plus degrees in the winter period, much less February. So I'm not sure what's happening, but it's crazy. And I'm hot. We got the air conditioning on in February. It's just ridiculous. All right, got my water. Too hot for the coffee right now. So we're just going to get into it. I will have timestamps again for brain loss. I'll have timestamps for everything: counted, stamped, stash, plans. All the stuff in between, like, because we'll be also doing the spinning the wheels for my extra whip of the week like we do every week, just for those extra counted and extra stamped whip that I will work on for the week. And like I said, my Whip Go. But yeah, anything that I have pictures for, I didn't remember to take pictures for everything. If I have a picture from prior, I will put it up in the corner for you guys to see. All right, not too bad, just a little over 3 minutes in, and I'm finally going to get started here. It's definitely been worse. All right, sorry, I got a little sniffle because I had a sneeze. So you know what? Hold on one second. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to start on the piles. I'm surrounded by stuff here, and I think I may be missing something. Or I think I may have worked a little bit on my Mermaid Realm by Joan Elliott, but if I did, it was just a small amount, so I'm not going to worry about it. And there's another one I thought I might have worked a little bit on, but I'm not sure, so I didn't bring it either. Lord knows I have enough here already, so we're just going to get started. So my buddy Amanda over at Amanda's Crafty Corner started another stitch along. It's on Saturdays, dragon stitch along. You take whatever dragon project that you have and go stitch with her. So in honor of that, I pulled back out my Dragon Eye salve from Waterbiz. This thing has just all been up because it's been kind of loose in this big old bag. But it is this one here. So many people, there's some people have actually finished this, several people I think, and then others that are making really great progress. Rihanna, I know yours is looking really good. Mine's not. I can't remember if I took a picture of it. It's kind of hard to tell unless you're looking at the back. I haven't gotten anything done like everybody else. That's what it looks like from the back. This, of course, is my Nerd stand, which I still love. Do I love it as much as the aluminum frames? No. But I still love this one. And this one actually is still convenient for the lap. So this is where we are at now. got some done. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember, I think more around the edges, and I filled in a little bit in here. So not a whole lot. I also do have some down in this one corner down here, but it's rolled up so you can't see it. So that is where we are at with that one. I was going to pull out a different one to join her with her Dragon Sow, but I really like, or not, yes, Dragon Stitch Along. But I really like this one, and I do want to finish it. So I'm like, no, I'm just going to pull this one back out and continue working on it. So that's what I'm going to do. As I go, I will, what is this? What did this come out of? I'm not even sure, but it makes me nervous. Couldn't have come out of here, right? I don't know where that came from, so I'm just going to put it to the side. It looks like something old. That's weird. All right. Anything that I show you today, if I think it's going to get carried over, well, thing is, most of this, any of this could get carried over because I have my wheel spin for my stamped cross stitch and a wheel spin for my stamped and counted. Each have a wheel. So at any time, any of these could come back out, and others you probably haven't even seen yet. One of the things that it called for was this project from the Spring brand that I got from VIP Cross Stitch. I do absolutely adore this. I don't have much done on it, even though I did pull it out a couple of times, partly because some of what I did have done, I had to frog out because the floss broke on me, which caused all kinds of problems, so I had to take it out. Okay, so I'll show you what little bit I got. You can see from here. That's what I got done. Not a lot. Canvas is a bit on the stiff side. Not too bad, but where? Oh, I see. Okay. Did I start over here? Oh, yeah, I did. I started on the bottom left. You just never know what I'm going to do. That's all that I got done. A little bit here, and then some here and here. That's it. I do absolutely love this one. I will get it finished. All these are going to take me forever, but I will finish them at some point. Hopefully when I get to retire, I'll get to finish them faster. But I don't know why I'm putting it back in this noisy bag, but after what happened, you guys won't know yet. I think I talked about it in my video that comes out on Tuesday. I think I talked about it in my Underwater World, the Salvage Jenny and the Salvage Natalia from Road Tap Forever. I have a space between my easy chair and one of the end tables that I was notoriously lazy when I would get, especially some of the kits that I'd work on, fairly frequently here and there. I would just put them in between there, and they were just like stacked up, lots of them. And I dumped my coffee. Long story short, I dumped my coffee. Really jacked up one of my beautiful project kits that I got from Lumi Stitch. But the worst part is it really got my springtime blooms really bad. You're not going to see it today, even though I did work on it. That's one of the things that's missing. I did get one of the other flowers done, but I dumped coffee literally all over it. I immediately soaked it. I soaked it all day in soapy water while I was at work. I can still see it somewhat. I'm going to try putting it in with a load of my laundry on Delicate. So very disheartening because I've been working on that for a year. Shouldn't take that long, no, but just that's what happens when you have so many whips. But you know what? Life is short, and eventually they will get finished as long as I live to do it. All right, let me close this back up. I've been just keeping this in the box that it came in, but it is a little bit of a pain for getting in and out. I'm just going to stack these here behind me. You're going to see them. All right, this next one, how do you want to take it out of here? This is, it says 1-2-1 stitch, but it is now 5 stitch. Most of you know by now, especially if you've been with me for any kind of time at all. 1-2-1 stitch became 5 stitch. I am so sorry. I don't even know what's going on, but I got a frog. But anyway, this is from 5 stitch, Stardew Valley, Junimo's 4 Seasons in Frames. I didn't know what Star Valley, Junimo, or any of that was. I did go purchase the game for my phone just so I could check it out to see what it's about. I haven't done that yet. I bought it. I have it on my phone, but I have not checked it out yet. That's been a while. All right, this is in 14 count. It is 127 by 136 stitches. And that is what it's going to look like. Sorry if there's a glare. I don't want to take it out of the bag. Try to keep the timing reasonable today. And you know what? I brought my board, Katie. All right, I don't want to pause everybody again. I'll just put this behind it. This is the one that I am working on. And I think all that I worked on in the month of February, clearly I am not going to have this done in winter. I am, I've got maybe 3 weeks, not even quite 3 weeks to finish. I'm not going to have it. I think all I got done was this part here. But I do love it. I'll continue plugging away on it. And when I get it done, I get it done. It doesn't bother me if I work on the winter one in the summer. I'm easy peasy, lemon squeezy. About that. All right, I'm gonna have to start grabbing my bigger frames. All right, this one is my Wadabiz Fall Kitty. Many of you are very familiar with this one. We have been doing this stitch along for a while now, and we're going to be continuing to do it. This is what she looks like. Of course, we are working on that beautiful kitten and sitting in the flower. Right now, we're actually working on the kitten itself. Absolutely adorable. But we are slowly seeing that one come to life. And I do say slowly because that's how I stitch. Again, I'll show you from the back. No judgers on the back. Just so you get a better idea of what I've gotten done. Because it's hard to tell on a colorful canvas. I do have this on, obviously, a wooden scroll frame. It is absolutely not my favorite, but it is better than none. So that's what it looks like from the back. And then ignore all the hanging stuff on the front. That is where we are. Obviously, we got the bottom portion. This is the kitty's eyes coming in here. I got the baby blues. We're just kind of working around it now. So that's where we're going to continue working for now. Of course, I got my gorgeous Wadabiz magnet there, which it has you probably saw, it has the 3 magnet holders, which makes it very strong, and I love that. I have other ones now that I want to start adding to my other canvases. I've just been too lazy to do it yet. Of course, this is the flower that the kitten's sitting in. I believe, did I tell you? I think, yeah, I got this in 14 count. It is 50 by 50. This was my very first auction win. The Wadabiz canvases now look completely different from this. But I don't care. I love this one too. I love all my Wadabizes. Oh. I have to laugh at myself because you can't see it, but I got a poltergeist going on right over here. So not only do I have that overflowing box that I have shown you guys before of my Wadabizes, there is now a tilting tower of Pisa of Wadabiz kits next to it. And I got more on the way. Not only that, I also got, Sandy's coming out with coloring pages. And I've got 3 canvases coming that I think they're going to come like in a tube with paint pens to color them. Oh my gosh. I'm going to show you guys as soon as I get them. She's got a coloring book that's about to come out. Oh, I'm getting that as soon as it does. Oh, I could go on. I'll save that for another day because I could spend some time there. All right. Sorry, let me get comfortable here. As this winter has progressed, I have found some weight that I need to lose again. But we'll get there. All right, so that was our fall kitty. Obviously, we're going to be continuing with that for sure. Then what do we have? Oh yeah, this is Blooming Lily. You guys are familiar with this one too, unless you're new. I've been stitching this one and releasing that video every Friday. It's all wrinkled from being in this bag too, but that is what it looks like. Again, we've been doing this one every Friday, so actually I want to put this in here so I don't lose it. What is going on with this bag? This bag's not wanting to open. But it did. Okay. Keep just wanting to come completely off. Sorry for all the noise, and ignore that mess. That mess is going to get worse, let me tell you. All right, and another one that I pulled back out. This one is Mirror Cloud Pavilion from EnchantedStitching.net. Our friend Shelly to this channel. You're probably familiar with her. She sometimes chats in the comments, and she's also on my Facebook group. EnchantedStitching.net is her shop where they put out, she has PDFs, and she also started doing stamped kits. These are all provided, I believe, by the artist. Let me know, Shelly, if I have this wrong, because it's not just you, right? Let me know, Shelly, please. I don't believe it's just you putting out all this art. I think you work with a bunch of artists as well. But this is Mirror Cloud Pavilion. It is 298 by 246 stitches. It is 83 colors. And I'm pretty sure I got this in 14 count. And that is what this one looks like. I actually just did a stitch and chat with this one, but that's going to come out during that week that I'm not going to be filming because my daughter and her husband are going to be here. All right. And that, we didn't get a whole lot done yet, but we did get more done on here. And again, please ignore all this is a work in progress for sure. I've gotten a bunch of strands ready to go to continue stitching on this, because I am going to be continuing, and that is where we are right now. This one's going to be absolutely beautiful too. Love this. All right, trying to just move things from one side to the other. I think I'm going to start leaving all this stuff in this spare room. I just want to make it as neat as possible, so company is also comfortable in here. Because if you look behind me, I don't know if you can see, got my hubby's golf clubs right here behind me. I feel crowded. We should have gotten a house with 3 bedrooms. All right, next one is my Underwater World Sal. Sal with me, and then Sal with Natalia from Let Cry Forever. I know many of you are doing this as well. My list, I need to go back because I know there's more people. Janine, Anita, Christy, Tracy, Joe. I know you are all working on it, and I know I'm missing people because more and more keep joining in. But this is the one that we are working on. I cannot wait to get to these dolphins. I finished this and I'm right here. You're about to see. I mean, when I say, I mean like right here. My finger's too fat to show you because it's less than my finger. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And yours, guys, is looking so phenomenal. Natalia's, oh my gosh. I can't believe how much you caught up. Went past me so fast. Come on. Okay, let me put that back in here, and then we'll take a look. All right, and again, if I had pictures that I took, I'll put them up. I don't think I did a lot of them. I've been terrible at remembering to take pictures before I start stitching again. But many of you know anyway. You see it all the time. Where am I? Oh yeah, that's this one. Oh, these are so heavy to lift. All right, that's what it looks like from the back. Again, no judgers. It's a mess. And then let me get it turned around here. And that is what it looks like from the front. That is where we are. Now, I know most of you have gotten like way over here, if not all the way over. But I love this one. It is so beautiful. The use of colors in there, you would think it's more colors than it is. It's actually been a very easy stitch. And you can just look at it, you can tell. It is very easy stitch. It's just an excellent use of colors. Okay. Get this one out of the way. These are heavy. And what stinks is the next one is going to be even heavier. You know what I just realized? That just shows you what kind of a day I'm having. I went over the blooming lilies, but I didn't even show it to you. I showed you the picture of it, but I didn't show you it. All right, I'm not going to pull that back out, but we are going to actually take a look at it now. It's bad. I'm telling you, I told you it was one of them days. And yes, I have a lot of those days because that is how my life is. All right, so from the back, that is what that looks like. And then from the front, again, I have so many hanging threads. Please ignore as best you can. Gosh. I was just working on this and I need to put them back in there, but that is where we are at. We're slowly but surely getting there, and it is slowly, but oh my gosh, the beautiful colors in this. Oh, I love it. So sorry. I showed you that out of order, but that's all right. You get the idea. Welcome to my crazy. All right, only a couple more counted, and then we are going to move on to, only a couple more of our stamped, and then we're going to move on to our counted. I know you're laughing at me, Amanda. Stop it. All right. This one was just kind of a surprise one. I just felt like pulling out something small and something different one night. So I pulled it out and stitched on it one time. I probably shouldn't even bother showing it, but whatever. We've talked about this one before. This one's called Winter Village 2. This one is also by 5 stitch. It is in 14 count. It is 150 by 150 stitches. And it is that one there. I love these rounds. I'm going to love affair with these rounds. If I could, I would collect them all. Like I really need them, but I would. I didn't get much done. Like I said, I only worked on it one time. That's the little floss that came with it. Look at how cute and little this is. And look, that is all I got done. That's it. You could already see how cool those colors look together. I love that. But that is it that I got done on that one. Let me wrap this back up. Okay. I like these envelopes because it keeps the paper, the chart, nice and neat. Okay, let's do... Okay, I don't know if I'll continue with this one, but there's a decent chance I'll pull it back out. All right, last of the stamped. And I didn't work much on this one again either. I pulled it out one time. And again, it is the Holy Horse by Joy Sunday. This one is in 14 count also, 43 by 55 centimeters. It is called the Holy White Horse. This is the stamped kit that I'm doing for the Chinese New Year of the Horse. I know it's not a fire horse, but I didn't have one in stamped. But I do have my other, the fire horse in counted, which you're actually going to see in just a minute. All right, and all I got done, I added a little bit more around the eyes, I added a little bit more around there, and that's all I got done, I'm pretty sure. This one's not huge. I think I put a little bit down there. But it's also not tiny. It's very colorful, right? You can make it hard to see what you were actually working on. But yeah, I just worked around that eye, and I personally can tell just by that eye, I think it's going to turn out really good. So happy with that. All right, that is it for our stamped kits. Now we are going to start on our counted. And again, all of these are likely to get pulled back out at some point. Maybe this month, maybe not this month, but at some point. All right. So the first one up is going to be, oh man, I left that out of this. I've got to go back in there. Totally lost my train of thought now. I left that out of the spring kit with the mushroom greenhouse. Okay, let me open up my tablet here. So I can show you these. Oops. Let me close this out. Okay, fire horse. So I can show you what this is going to look like when it's done-ish. All right, so that is my fire horse. That is what it's going to look like when it is done. I got this off a shop on Etsy. I don't remember. Does it say who? No, I wish they would include on their chart page or floss list page the artist, but they didn't. And I don't want to take the time to go pull up the file. So on that one, what did I put down where I started? No, I didn't. And I don't remember how many stitches. I think I took a picture though, and if I did, I will have put it up there. But I am currently at 60.35%, 7,900 stitches, but that's only because, remember, I marked off all the black because I'm doing it on black Aida. I still have almost 5,200 stitches to do, which isn't that bad. I should be able to finish it this year, and I'm really hoping, I really want to. So where we are at, let me just put this behind it, because I forgot to bring my thing. That is where we are. Is that the, except that's the back of it. The front doesn't look quite that bad. All right, let's try this again. All right, that is where we are. This is, I believe, a 16 count Aida I got off of a shop on Etsy. I can't say that I really love it. And when I got it, it came and it wasn't even serged all the way around, which I personally found very disappointing. But that is where we are. So I will definitely be continuing to plug away at that one. Okay. And then one of my Whip Go goals for February was to put 500 stitches on my, let me pull it up here, sorry. 1 second while I grab it. All right, was my saga from Long Dog Samplers, which is going to look like this. Many of you have probably already seen this. A lot of people are stitching it. It's going to look like that, except I'm not using black. Many of you have seen it already. Right now I am at, come on, a total of 3,232 stitches have been stitched. It is at 3%. My Whip Go goal for February was 500 stitches, and I think it was like 501. Yeah, 501 stitches. And again, I should have put a picture up of where I was at. And I find something to put behind here. I grab my tablet here. Really should have grabbed my board. But this is where we are. So I did this part down here. That's pretty much what I stitched, was in here. But I did get 501 stitches done. Now originally I was going to do, the red was going to be all of the borders, And then all the pictures on the inside I was going to do in this beautiful purple color. I don't know if it's actually picking up purple on the camera. It looks more blue to me on the camera, but it is a purple. But it's kind of a pain in some spots trying to figure out what is part of the border and what is part of this pictures on the inside. So I'm only going to do that across the top and across the bottom, the very last row. Everything in between I'm just going to do in the red. And I am using 2 Oopsie skeins from Forbidden Fiber Co. And this is being stitched on 18 count Aida, obviously just 2/1. No, I'm doing 1 over 1. Is that what that is? Okay. Anyway, so that is my saga. Okay, and then one of my calls for on my wheel for my counted wheel was 1 week. It pulled my Shannon Christine red knit mug. I call it the Christmas mug design, and I'm pretty sure I took a picture of that one, and if I did, that picture will be up there. Let me pull that one up in here. I didn't get a whole lot done on it. Story of my life, right? But I just keep plugging away. Eventually I'll get there. All right. Believe it or not, this one is at 56.5% done. I have put a total of 1,413 stitches in it. I don't think I wrote down where I was at. No, I didn't. But where we are at now, this one is being stitched on a 28 count Lugana in the colorway Hazelwood from Forbidden Fiber Co. I am stitching it. I think I'm stitching 2 over 2. Yeah, 2 over 2. Gosh, I had to stop and think about that. But that is, it's really hard to see when I don't put something behind it. But that is where we are at. Obviously, I mostly worked in this area here. And that's what I got done. But that one is coming along. Just have to finish. I think that is like the bottom right here. So I just have to finish this mug and fill in here and then do this green on this side needs to be over here, and then it'll be done. I love Shannon Christine designs. And this was down in between my chair and that coffee table, so I'm lucky this did not get ruined, as I could say that for many of these. Many of these coming up were between my chair and that table and that coffee dumped. Did I? No, so this one I don't think I got any copy on, but oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. That beautiful mini Mickey one that I got from you, it's not ruined, but it's now got big old coffee stain. I'll continue to use it. Not gonna lie, but yeah, very disappointed. Okay, and then I didn't put this back in here. I like to keep the cards with it because I'm never gonna remember what I'm stitching on if I don't have the card in there. So I try to always make sure I leave it. Okay, and then this next one, I did not get much done on this one either, but I love it. This is the, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan now of Primrose Cottage. I absolutely adore them. One of my favorite stores for Counted. Absolutely one of my favorite stores for Counted, like right up there with my favorite store for Counted. But I did get this Spring Quaker. The artist is Lindsay Waite. Look at that. OMG. Now this did call for Classic Colorworks Blooming Crocus. I did not get it in that. They were actually out of that. But what I did get instead was I got the Weeks Dye Works in the color Peony or Peoria Purple. Look at that. It is such a pretty color. Oh man. And I didn't pay attention to how many I needed. I only needed 3 skeins. So I wasn't sure, so I bought 5. Still not mad at that. And I am stitching this on 28 count Zweigert Lugana in the shade mushroom / light mocha. I absolutely love this Lugana. This was Zweigart. Lugana is probably one of my favorites yet that I've gotten. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on here. I think it's picking up pretty well. I think it might be a little deeper than what the camera's showing. But where I am at, and again, more hanging threads. I'm sorry. And I am stitching this. What am I stitching? I think I'm stitching 2 over 2. Let me move this needle so it's not like hanging right in the way. And where I'm at with this one is there. So I started in the upper left corner. And of course that's a little birdie sitting on a twig, and this is the start of that Quaker design right there. And that is where we got to. I did have to frog some out because I had, up here, I had shifted over by I think 1 or 2 stitches. I don't know. I had to frog all this out and redo it. But that is where we are with that one. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love this. Excuse me. Man, I got the sneezes. All right. And look how close I came to ruining this beautiful Quaker stitch. Look at the coffee stains on that. See that? Because that was sitting, I had it in here and it was sitting in between. I immediately pulled it out of this box though. Thank God this cardboard is pretty sturdy. I don't think it actually bled through. But yeah, oh, I would have kicked myself so hard. As it is, I'm so disappointed about springtime blooms. I'm really hopeful that I'm going to be able to save it. Okay, I'll get that back in here. Okay, such a mess. We're almost there, friends, almost there. All right, stitching rolls. That was another one that my wheel spin called for. Now this one is, let me pull this out. This is where this got some of the coffee. See that? I'm sorry, Jessica. I don't want a pretty loomy stitch right there. Got the coffee right here, caught it. And I don't want to wash this and cause it any more problems. It's all right. I'll continue to use it. It's just got a little bit of me on it because Lord knows I love my coffee. So it's okay. All right, so this one is Stitching Rules by Primrose Cottage. You'll probably see more and more Primrose Cottage added to my stash because I absolutely love them. They also, if you sign up for their newsletter, the first Thursday of every month, you get a free PDF download, which 2 weeks prior to, they sell the kit if you would like, you know, the fabric and the floss and everything to do it, which I did for the first time. So I have the one for March. I bought the kit, including the finishing kit. To finish it though, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I thought I'd give it a try. Now I'm just waiting for the PDF pattern, but again, that's free to people who sign up for their newsletter, which is free. It's free to sign up. So, but anyway, so this is Stitching Rules, also by Lindsay Waite. She is the artist over at Primrose Cottage. This is what this one will look like. Now this one you had the option to do in the color and cotton floss or DMC. They have a DMC conversion. I did do it with the DMC conversion. Now I kind of wish I had ordered the color and cotton, but I'm thinking I didn't because I think they were out of some of the colors. So I just wound up going with straight DMC rather than mix them. But I love this one. I absolutely adore it. This one is also being stitched on, I think I already told you, this 28 count Zweigart. No, that was another one. This one's also a 28 count Zweigart Lugana. This one's in light ash gray. I also love this fabric as well. All right, so let me just try to fold this in half like this. And that is where we are now. What I got done, it's kind of, sorry, it's just like all over the place. Before I had the little scissors and it just said stitch. I finished the ING, I put the little heart, got half of the next heart done, and I got this cute little bee done. Isn't that adorable? But that is where we are at with that one. Now this one I don't think goes much further over, probably to about here, maybe a little more, and then it's just going to go straight down. Oh, I adore this one. I love, love, love Primrose Cottage Designs. Okay, put this back in here. So glad it did not get ruined. And I mean, I took it out fast. Pulled everything out of it. All right, one more for our counting. This was my other Whip-Go pull for February. And this was to pull this out for 5 days. This is my Heaven and Earth Designs Merry Mushroom Village Picnic. Artwork by Amy Stewart and charted by Michelle Saeta over at Heaven and Earth Designs. I do have this. It is 750 stitches by 535. It is massive, which is why I'm going so slow. I mean, granted, I'm pretty slow anyway, but this one's really going to take me forever at the rate I'm going. It's so hard for me to manage all that fabric. I am doing it on 18 count easy grid. I think it's called Lagana. I'm doing 2 over 1. Yeah, 2 over 1 on that. This is what it's going to look like. My buddy Natalia over at Lovecraft Forever is doing this one as well. In fact, she showed this one first a long time ago, asking everybody if she should get it. And I immediately went and got it because, of course, I love it. Love, love, love it. And I started up here in this corner. I'm still up here in this corner. But, oh, I will get it done one day. And I think, yeah, it's in 90 colors. And I'm almost done with page 1. It is a full page, mind you, but I think there's like 60 pages, and I'm almost done with page 1. My call for February was to pull it out for 5 days. Now, I don't get a whole lot done when I pull it out because of so many color changes and everything, but that is where we are. I mean, you can tell by that how beautiful it's going to be, but that is that corner right up there. But look at how beautiful. And basically that is the end of the page. I just have to fill these stitches in. It's amazing how long that takes though when you're constantly having to change. And I'm working around all this extra fabric, which has really been hard for my shoulders, which is why I haven't stitched on it much lately. I think this month was the first time I pulled it out in 2-3 months because of my shoulder problem. All right, so that is it for what I worked on in the month of February. All right, so let me get this over here, put my pin away. Well, I'll leave it. As I said, I also did do another one of the flowers on my springtime blooms, but I don't know if it's going to matter. So once I wash it, I'll probably take a picture of it and show you guys and see what you think. See if I should continue on or not. But yeah, very disappointed on that. Okay, so let's see. Let me mark off. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. All right, so next I'm going to do stash, but first let's do our weekly wheel spins since I have my tablet open. You see something here. All right, we're going to start with counted. This is going to be, just for this week. This is what I'm going to be. I'll get at least a few stitches in. You know how we do this, unless you're new. If you're new, we spin this every week. One for stamped, one for counted, and I promise to get at least a few stitches into that kit. I will tell you though, for stamped, I just released a Wadabiz unboxing. Actually, you know what? I think it released, as you were watching this, it'll be yesterday. For me, it's today. I released it. I loved that Pegasus or unicorn, whatever you want to call it, on the beach. That on my stamped wheel, I had a slice that just said Old Whip of Choice. I took that out and I put that Wadabiz, I'm calling it Dream Beach, because it is like the perfect canvas for me. I absolutely love everything about it. So it is now on this wheel. We're going to spin and see what we're going to get a few stitches in. Almost. What's it gonna be? Oh, it was so close. Oh, but you know what? That's another really good one. That is my Wadabiz Colorful Fae. So let me write that down so I don't forget. Then I'm actually, once I spin the counted one, I'm going to actually grab them and show you what it is I'll be working on. Week 228, and that's going to be Wadabiz Colorful Fae. Sorry, I just want to write that down, otherwise I'll forget. My brain goes fast. All right, now let's see what the counted one will be for this week. Okay. Oh, fire horse, huh? Okay, I need to work on it anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. I think what I'll do, instead of going and grabbing them, I'm just going to insert pictures here of where they are right now, or pictures. Yeah, I just showed you the fire horse. You already know what that looks like. But I will put up a picture of the Wadabiz Fae up here, so you can see what I will be getting at least a few stitches in this week. Okay, all right, so then we have stash. As I said before, I only have a couple of things. One of them is my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. Right now, that is the only one I am getting because I have quite a bit of fabric. I do have a video just on my fabric stash if you've missed it. I have a lot. What I needed more of at this point was neutral. So right now, all I have coming is the neutral club membership at Bestitch Me. And oh, even the neutrals are absolutely beautiful. I got this one in 28 count opal cashel linen, and I don't know if it'll pick up the sparkles. It's not really good at picking up the sparkles. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Let me see if I can get it to hit it just right. Don't know if it will. It might be picking up some here and there. It is covered in sparkles. It is a very beautiful neutral. It's almost like a purpley bluish kind of tinge of a gray. It's hard to describe. It's a little deeper again than what it's picking up on the camera. On the camera it looks a little lighter than it actually is. But hopefully you're getting to see some of that sparkle. This thing is alive with sparkles. Beautiful. And of course, this is in a 1/4 yard. I'm not going to undo it. And it's always serged all the way around. It felt like, oh, look at this. I think it picked up the sparkles really good right there. But that's what the whole thing is like, just covered in those sparkles. Beautiful piece of fabric. And again, this is linen. But it's a nice, nice piece of linen. It'll be very nice to stitch with. The thing is, I love my fabric so much that I'm very picky about what I use it for. I can't stand it to no longer be in my stash. I know I got a problem. That's the whole purpose of having it, is to use it. I said it before. I have been pulling stuff out here and there. All right, so that is that. And then my last piece of stash is my cotton and twine. Now, my new cotton and twine has just shipped. So you will see that one in the next one, but they ship it at the end of the month, so it becomes in at the early part of the month. So this one was the last one I got. Comes in this nice, has this nice paper here. I did do a little TikTok video. I can't remember if I shared it on YouTube or not. I feel like I didn't, but I might have. And in this one, we got this beautiful design, Stitching Till Spring, which is absolutely beautiful. Of course, it has all the information and the chart on the inside, which of course I'm not going to show, but it's all in here to stitch it. This is for January 2026 design. Of course, I got it in February because, like I said, they all these go out at the very end of the month. Today's the 28th, and I think I just got the notification today that it went out. Oh, but my gosh, I love these. So, and then a lot of the stuff comes in this cute little bag. Oh, I love that. That is absolutely adorable. Okay, and then all the stuff, of course, you get what you need to stitch this design. So I got the pretty floss. Look at that. Does that not scream spring? Seriously. Love that. Okay. Then we also got, of course, our fabric. Now, you can choose when you get this subscription, you can choose to just get the PDF design. You can choose to get it in, I think it was Ada or linen. I can't remember if even weave was an option. I went with linen because I'm really enjoying linen. This came, I don't remember if it says what the color was. It just looks like a white. Trying to see if it had a white fabric from Zweigart. Yeah, see, either 16 count Ada or 32 count linen. I chose linen, so I got the 32 count Zweigart linen, and that's what it looks like. So that, of course, will be gorgeous. Okay, and then they even sent these little finishing pieces. I'm not good at this kind of stuff, though, so I don't know if I'll be able to figure out how to do anything with that when it's done, but we'll see. It came with this really nice, like, little ceramic. I don't know if this is like a, I mean, it's January, so I wouldn't think it would be for your tree. I think it's just decorating, but it's beautiful. Like I said, this is like ceramic or glass. It's beautiful, though. By the Portland Living Company. So that was really fun. And then, of course, it came with this little tea bag. And it came with this chocolate, which I totally keep forgetting, and I just put it back in the box. I really need to leave that stuff out. But, you know, I wanted to show you guys, so. All right, so that was everything I got in my cotton and twine subscription for January. And again, you will see my next one in the next Flosstube. All right, so I'll close that up after I hang up. Okay, hang up. All right, so that is all of that. All right, so for my whip go, I'm just going to be popping in pictures. I did get both of my whip go goals for February done, completed. That was my 5 days on Merry Mushroom Village Picnic and 500 stitches on Saga. I got those both done. So you will see those in green. And then I got, for the month of March, I pulled, now this is kind of sad. For the month of March, I pulled 300 stitches on an old whip. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think the one I'm going to do that on is this one that I had gotten from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It is called Enchanted Realms. I think I'm going to pull that back out. It's kind of hard, though, to count, you know, to get 300 stitches on a paper chart. But that is where this one is at right now. That is all that's done on it so far. I have been concerned that this was going to be big enough, but I mean, we'll see. But I'm thinking about making that of course the floss comes like this. It's nice. But I'm thinking about making that my old width 300 stitches, and I'll just count the best I can, I guess. Unless I decide to go a different route, which you'll know if I do, because I'll let you know. But then the other one was, I think it was 3 days on springtime blooms, which if I can't salvage it, then I will have to change up that square on my Whipco board and change it to something else. So fingers crossed that I can salvage springtime blooms and be able to do that. So that is that. And then I just wanted to touch on really quick, obviously I'm going to be continuing all my sow pieces. At any time, all of these could come back out because of my wheels that I spin every week. So any of those could come out, or something new might. And then something else I wanted to go along. There might be some more changes coming up, but for now, the only real change right this moment that I'm planning, my Wadabiz Stitch and Chat, I normally do on Sundays. I am going to change those to Wednesday. I'm just going to do like a Wadabiz Wednesday. Because what happens is when I do these floss tubes once a month, I do them on, I put those out on Sunday. So then that week, Wadabiz doesn't get their Stitch and Chat. So I'm going to change things up so that doesn't happen. I'm going to start doing Wadabiz for Wadabiz Wednesday. Hope that's a good day for everybody. You can watch it whenever, is best for you guys for sure. And then I will change my unboxing to whatever day. It might be a Saturday. I don't know. I haven't landed on that. Eventually, I'm probably going to get to the point where I'm only going to do unboxings for a couple of companies because there's a lot of time spent involved going back and forth, and dealing with all these different companies. And I love all of them, or many of them. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing all of them. And we'll see. I'm trying, but eventually I might just get it down to like 2, which would probably just be like Wadabiz and 5 stitch. But we'll see. I'm not making any of those changes yet. I'm still giving that some thought. But I definitely will continue doing unboxings. It's just that they might, maybe just for a couple of, because that would make it more manageable for me, I think, if it was just with a couple of companies. But we'll see what happens. I'm still thinking about it. One of the other things, though, Natalia, if you're watching, girl, you know what I'm about to talk about. She challenged me. She threw down a challenge to, now mind you, we're doing the Underwater World Stitch Along Sal together. That video comes out, hers and mine both each come out on Tuesdays. Well, she just got this kit, which I had already said when I unboxed it that I was really wanting to start. It was everything I could do not to start it. And she had gotten it as a surprise. She had just, for you, a couple of days ago, I think it was Friday morning, came out, and at the end of her video, she had this one too. You guys remember this one? Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, she had also got it, and she challenged me. She threw down the glove, my friends, threw down the glove and challenged me to do this sal with her. So, I have to. Absolutely. That was just the excuse I needed to start this. So I am absolutely going to be doing it. So you will be seeing this one too. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one yet. I was thinking about replacing my my Blooming Lily. I'm going to continue stitching on Blooming Lily. I just might change the video stitch along to this, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze another one in. So that very well may be what happens. So let me know what you think about that. You will still see the Blooming Lily because I'll continue to work on it. It wouldn't be on a video. So just let me know what you guys think, because I am going to be doing this. All right. think that's all I have for today. Let me just check my notes really good. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything else. Yeah, so, and thank God, it's like right at an hour. It'll probably be right about an hour because I'll probably cut a couple minutes out maybe that I can. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking it out with me. Hey, if you made it all this way, leave me a green heart for St. Patty's Day coming up. I will also be announcing my 1,000 subscriber contest probably within the next week or two. I wasn't quite ready yet today, so either at the very latest it'll be my next Flosstube. We'll be going over all of that. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though I was my usual hot mess, but you know, that's who I am anyway, so we're all friends here. All right, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I hope you will all be very safe. Always be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.